Mm-mm. Don't ask why. I just. Never mind. Don't ask why. I just. Wow, my mic sounds different. Don't ask why. I just. Wow, my mic sounds different. Crazy. All right. So, ugh, stuck in my braces. Sorry, guys, my McFlurry's melting, bro. 1 second. This shit's good, bro. Ah. Alrighty. Last time we left, we're in Humphrey. Okay. Hmm. Oh shit, wait, it's over. It's green, blue, red, white. Oh! Man, would you put cheese on my cheeseburger? What? Man, shut the fuck up before I come in there and shoot you. That one. Ah! I got it wrong, apparently. I haven't done this in forever. Okay, so it's blue, green, red. And then white. Oh, everyone's about to die. Yeah, bro, haven't done this in forever. Wait, what if I was too lazy to do this whole thing? And I just searched, and I just gave myself a guide. Yeah, what if I just use a guide? Fuck that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I just realized that. Why didn't I just do that? Bro, I don't want to do the Humphrey puzzles, bro. Wait, I did the red one. Wait, now I need to do the green one. The password is boom. God damn, these headphones are pretty uncomfortable. Good quality, though. Crazy. Oh yeah, I just cheated by looking up a guide, even though this is the third time I'm doing a playthrough of this game. Oh right, I was supposed to talk about things, but I'm over here feeding my stupid ass pie hole some fucking fries and a double quarter pounder. So, been doing a lot, as in enough to be considered a university student. That's really it. God. Blech. I passed my English exam. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it is 50% though. Not very cash money. God, is Humphrey my least favorite part of the game. I love Amori, but yeah, Humphrey, bro. Very tedious. Very, very tedious. Right. I just don't like the puzzle. Really. Then having to go to all 3 locations is kind of tedious. I guess now I can skip a lot. Because, like... well, I already have all the keys. Oh. Yeah, I do have a lot of keys for, oh, I did have all the keys for Black Space, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. That achievement. Because I would like to remind why I'm doing another playthrough. Not only partially for my own enjoyment, but also because, like, I wanted to get the Platinum Trophy. So I've been slowly on that grind to get it. So yeah. That's the big one. I just want to get the Platinum Trophy. Sometimes boring. I don't want to fight. I'm kind of lazy. Right, I gotta do this whole part again. I always get stuck. I forget where I need to go. I know there's like stairs. It's pretty hidden. Epic Games. Please don't say he's back. Okay. Where do I go? Okay, but how? Adaptation. For anyone wondering, yes, there's that bird meme. Fucking Marcel. Let him go. No. Like I'm out of here. Adaptation. Alright. Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. chase scene. I think this is the chase scene. Yep. Bro. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh! Oh. It just activates immediately. Okay, now that I ate enough to talk, time to like really talk about what I wanted to talk about, which was there's a certain element to being human that really does go unnoticed, or isn't really widely known. I, being a wannabe psychologist, oh my god, it's over. Oh, um, yeah, there's a certain kind of element to being human that I learned about recently through my own. When I say research, I mean I didn't do it. I mean, like I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and looking into it in that kind of sense. So in some psychological research, there's a certain thing I wanted to talk about, which was the gift and the curse of consciousness. Because if you really think about it, it is a gift and a curse. We hurt more, we fear more, we love more, we also lose more because we have consciousness. We're not like, you know, animals. Well, we are animals, but we're not like other animals. For example, maybe being a dog in some senses. Wait. Hot dog? Okay. Well, for real, consciousness. It is a really good thing, but it also can be a really hurtful thing to have consciousness. Consciousness and mortality, specifically, is what I think of. Please don't play the music. It played the beats. Mortality being, well, no shit. We're all going to die. To understand your mortality is a tough one, but it's also very scary, but it also will make you appreciate life 100% more, I would say. There's a certain element to it, to your mortality. I really needed to understand, you know, when they say live your life and make the most of it, I take that to heart. because like 80 years from now, I might not even be here in 30. I mean, I plan to live past 50. Like, I genuinely do. Shit, I got so much things I need to do, so much things I want to be alive for. But you know, we don't know when our time's up. So in like maybe 50 years, I'm just saying, you know, mortality. Immortality is a big one that some may need to accept. That one day, as beautiful as life is, part of the human life that makes it worth living, in my opinion, and many others, is the fact that we don't have forever. We only have a certain amount of time on Earth to do everything we want. Some of you might think that's really scary. Hell, I do too. I'm still trying to get used to it. To the fact that one day I won't be breathing. That is insane. Don't know when, don't know what time. I won't even... Bro, I won't be able to go to my own funeral. Shit. Literally type shit. It's like... Understanding that has... has honestly made me way more open-minded, way more... I don't know what the word to say. Like, there's open-minded, kind of a more heartfelt life, new perspectives, perception of just the way not only I see others, but the way I see myself. You know, in years from now, I hope that of course I will, by most, hopefully, I will be seen fondly when I'm gone. Not as like, oh boy, finally, or God, that guy stinked. Understanding mortality and accepting it is a pretty big one. Death itself isn't I am not afraid of death itself. I've accepted that a long time ago. It's how I will be remembered, I think, is what I fear. And that's something I can't control, and it's something I need to get used to. Like, actually accept, you know, well, you can like, maybe physically, mentally in some instances control a human being, but you can't control the way they think, perceive, or act. Well, you could control the way they act, but you know. And when I'm gone, I think one of my biggest fears is my full story not being told. In some instances, I feel I have a lot of... Okay, bro. I have a lot of interesting things that I want to leave here on Earth when I do go. But I also feel kind of scared because it is a lot of topics, a lot of interesting things I feel I bring to the table, where it's like all of it, every single page, figuratively here, I do not want to be scattered to the wind. I want my story to be told not by book, not by word, but by actions and hopefully the energy that I admit, in some senses, to be the change. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. I don't want people to like fully tell my story if I have a full autobiography or something. I want what I did to make a difference. Something that can hopefully make the modern day world more accepting, less judgmental, more united. More united. But it's a really hard task. Everybody wants that, but not much are willing to reach for it. And that's the truth. Everybody wants world peace. Everyone wants, well, anyone with a heart, I would say, wants to end world hunger. Those with the consciousness don't want global warming, but we're not really doing anything to stop it. So, you know, that's the big one. I haven't streamed in a while, so I haven't talked like this in a bit. So excuse me for that. I have not done one of these little talks that I used to love as much. Now it's a little different. It's a little different, I would say. Oh, yeah, I was not going to be honest. I was looking at the second topic. Outgrowing the narrative. That's a big one. At this point in time for me, I've been talking a lot with my mother specifically, about that. In some instances, outgrowing the narrative is how I perceive it. As in, outgrowing the narrative, meaning it could be a person, it could be a place, a thing, passion, way of living, food, whatever. Outgrowing the narrative. Or, in some instances, it could be the driving factor why you do. And I think that's what outgrowing the narrative is for me. It is that, the fact that, regardless of everyone and everything around me, I'm outgrowing everything, like, and almost everyone. Like, shit, I gotta lock in, man. I gotta do new things, meet new people, form new connections, new friendships. I'm in university now, man. It's like, no disrespect to anybody that's still, walking along with me today. Hell no. Like, all props for those who are still with me. But I also like to mention, I'm growing more than just physically, more than just, mentally, also academically. And me, quite literally, being one, if not the only person in my circle right now in this. Oh, wait. No, there's two people. Me being one of, like, the three people. This is including myself, by the way. Me being, like, one of the three people that is going to university, one that's locking in. I do not have an idea where I want to go in life right now. I don't. But right now, I'm putting one foot in front of another, and I'm just walking. That's what I'm doing. And the fact that I'm doing that right now, well, I know a lot of people who are taking gap years, putting off school, or not locked in, or maybe don't have the consciousness of knowing school, as much as you hate it, definitely is the only thing that's going to keep you, like, help you stay afloat in the world today. That's the big one. School. As much as I sound like a Poindexter and a nerd right now, school is the only thing that's going to help you in the future. I mean, there's instances like Kanye. I mean, he was a musician. He was an artist, bro. Until World War II and Cousins came out, and all the things he said on Twitter. His art itself, before he got all, went all rogue. Tyler, the Creator, example. Mac Miller, I'm pretty sure was one too. Three big artists that I really respect and admire. They all didn't go to university, they didn't go to college. After high school, they were done. They just quit. Kanye dropped out. Tyler fucking hates school as presented in, I think it's, what is that song? As presented in, I have it in my playlist. As presented in Radicals, his views on the university, college, all that stuff. Kendrick Lamar didn't even go to university, and it was one of his biggest regrets, albeit, I want to say that. But when I say this, everybody probably thinks badly of it, and they're going to think to talk smack. I can kind of understand, but they're very successful. They are very successful. They have gifts and a talent, I would say. Not saying nobody else does, but being realistic right now, school is one of the very few things that is literally going to help us in the future. Because, like, actually, I was going to say as much as I want to. No, I don't anymore. I love people, I love my friends, love my family, but the only people I can support right now actually is my family, and me. I used to be all out for friends. As much as I used to say as much as I wanted to help them. I can't now. There's no way I can help. Because I gave everything to all of my friends back then to help. I was over like over helping, overextending everything. I tried to make sure everything that they could have possibly wanted, I could have planned for out to a T where we all would have enjoyed with no limitations. Or I made sure we had the money, the ride, just to get there. Or I made sure everybody knew the plan. I got everybody there. I was there for support. As you can see, there's a lot of eyes here. There's definitely a lot of pride here. Yeah, but I also am telling the truth. There's no other way to perceive it. Everything I used to do back in the day was for my friends. And after I became independent, I kind of felt down and out because, well, when everything in your life is about and for friends, and when you take the friends aspect out, what do you do life for? Until I found what I wanted to do, which was my psychology work. Psychology is what I like to do. As I'm older now, I realize, no, I really don't want to take care of my friends. Because at this point in time, I think even ever, your friends can be there for you. They can take care of you maybe a little bit once you really need it and lend a hand. But the way that I did it, no, that should have never happened. I overextended. So, yeah, regardless of what anyone says, my time, my company, those two things aren't promised anymore. They're not. Because I outgrew the narrative. In the sense of, I have priorities now and they ain't anyone else but myself. They used to be you. They used to be him. They used to be her. They used to be they or them, but now it's me. That is my priorities. My priorities is myself and supporting my family. That's the most selfless I can be right now. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel off to say this because I usually am so used to being so selfless, but not anymore. I think my biggest turning point for everything was no ill will when I say this, if anyone that night is here watching this. But it's also the truth, so I'm not really afraid to say it. It was Halloween night. Halloween night had me stressing. Every factor of it after the subway had me stressing. If it was up to me, I would go back and I would probably change how I spent it. I probably would have just stayed home and carved a pumpkin with my mom. I would have stayed home and spent it with my parents. I would have spent it with my family instead of going out to do that. Because that was not only embarrassing, that was also very time wasting for me. I wanted it to be one last send-off, one last day to trick-or-treat with everybody. Because that is most likely going to be the last trick-or-treating we're all going to do together as a group. It is, for a fact, because I'm not going back. This eliminates one opportunity for me on a holiday, which is very refreshing. It used to be 1 year at Tynan's, 1 year with my mom and my family, and then now it's going to be only well, my family and my mother, and my good pal Tynan and Desmond. All I have to say is I regret every Halloween I did with the others. I do, and I mean, it's like, it hurts, probably will hurt them to say that, like, to acknowledge this, but it is the truth. Every Halloween we've ever done, we've had people split off into different groups, walk away, go to entire different subdivisions. I always had to look after everybody. I always did. Whereas, like, it came to a point where it's like, why am I even here? Like, why did I plan this? Why did I do this to myself? Because I knew this happened every year. Everybody had a blast. Everybody had fun. All I gotta say is really the only big one that was there when things got a little out of hand, the only other person that I could rely on, to fall back on, when I needed someone else to take a bit of that control, or a little bit of that leading opportunity, was Silas. Bro was like an exponential part of everything that we did. Always will be thankful for him for that, because I know back, like now especially, without him, it definitely wouldn't have been as easy as it is. I'm so glad I had bro. Because everybody else, and I mean this with all due respect, I am so tired. I am actually so tired of being, like, in the leadership position. I'm so tired of me planning everything for one mishap to send everybody spiraling. I'm so tired of having to look after others. Shit, man. Almost everybody's older than me. Like, I can understand Landon, I guess. He gets that excuse because he's young. But everybody else, shit. I'm 17. Everybody else is like 18. Like, grown adults, by the way. I mean that with all due love and respect. But seriously, I am actually, like, heavily considering taking another step back. Because I'm in university now, and I cannot be doing this shit. I can't. I need to, like, actually lock in. This is my future. I ain't messing around anymore. And frankly, I outgrew everybody. Almost everybody. Actively, there's a couple of friends of mine that are starting to get ready to take their next stages in life, where I feel everybody else is still stuck in high school, like a quarter start of high school, when I'm already finished high school. And I'm talking about the social and mental parts of high school, not the physically graduated part. I'm talking like mentally, I outgrew. Like, I grew up. You know, physically, duh, I grew up. And academically, I grew. Far past a lot of others that I still associate with today. And as much as this sounds like showboating and being cocky, it's hard to not say these words because it's the truth. It is the down-to-earth truth that I tend to try to offer to the world, regardless of how hard it is. There's a certain exhaustion that you will have, if anybody can ever relate to this, to being the successor in a lot of senses. This generally sounds like I'm being egotistical, but no, I'm being genuine with you. Like, I actually am getting very exhausted mentally and well, mostly socially, from being the only one right now that's getting their shit together. I ain't boy crazy. I ain't girl crazy. I ain't letting anybody hold me back anymore. I ain't gonna stop flipping switches because, you know, people don't like it. It's like, you know, like the intro to Chromacopia said, you are the light. It's not on you, it's in you. Don't you dim your light for nobody, you know, in your motherfucking life. Don't you dim your light for nobody. And I take that to heart. I mean, like, shit. Like, actually, I outgrew. I did. And there's no other way around it. Where as much as I could say, oh man, I'm on good terms. Oh man, this is gonna go great. This is awesome. Oh man, like right now, oh shit, there's not another worry in the world. But no, I am worrying right now because, well, on true note, I mean, like, I'm alone, man. It's like, shit. Alone in some senses where it's like I'm too, not scared. I want to say I'm a little too. I don't think I'm there yet with certain people I'm talking to with university where I can have these full blown conversations like I do with myself here in this stream. And I can't refer to anybody else that I have close to me in my circle because everybody else in my circle hasn't started or is going to completely skip or not even go to university. And right now I'm slipping and I'm getting my footing. University's scary. It's hard. Do I got a choice? No, I want a future. Really, the only choice for me is university. And I'm happy and content. Well, not happy with it, but I'm kind of getting slowly more comfortable with saying that my future relies on me going to school. I can't drop out. As much as I'm tired with school, I'm tired of the book learning, I'm tired of the writing, of the stress of writing more essays. I got no other choice. And that's the truth. I got no other choice. And right now, for the first time in my life, being a university student, I have never felt more alone. Even when I was in a room full of people and I had conversations going where I felt left out, or another person, or all of them would get buddy up, get up and walk out of the room without me. I'm always I have been used to being the odd man out regardless. Because it'd be I'd talk, we would chill, and then boom. Oh, they'll talk to their best friend, they'll get up and leave. And then the other person I'm talking to gets up, grabs their best friend and leave. And then there's just me. There's 5 of us. There's like 5 of us in the group. There was 6, but there always have been 5 in my heart. And my heart and my eyes, there's always been 5. 5 is an odd number. You can guess who's the 5th one. Like, it's weird. And I'm not trying to sound hurt. I mean, I am, but I'm not trying to sound angry. But I realize now, I've been holding on to so much and so many people that I realize now that I really did outgrow the narrative here. People around me that I grew up with, or people around me that I used to go to school with, or people around me that I still game with. In this point in time, I really did outgrow the narrative. I have ambitions. I have dreams. I have goals. And I do not feel comfortable right now. I feel very stressed. I feel very lost. But no matter what, I'm keeping one foot in front of the other and I'm walking. Because I don't got a choice. If I stop here, then I stay here. And staying here is something I do not want to do. It would be so over if I stayed here. I want to keep walking. No matter how exhausted I am, no matter how much my feet hurt, I want to keep walking because I have dreams and I have ambitions, no matter how much I have to fight more to get here. I gave all my fight, I gave all of my spirit to keep a lot of things going in my social scene, in my social circle, with everybody. I fought for that. Should have listened to my mother. It all fallen out. That's not a like a sad fact. That's the truth, and that's okay. That's life. We grow, we change. Sometimes we don't fit anymore, and we fall apart, and that's okay. I just wish I accepted that sooner because I invested so much time, so much money, so much resources into panicking, stressing, and really losing myself over the fact that one day, everybody I still talk to right now, we might have a falling out. But as I grow older, as I outgrow the narrative, I realize that's okay. That's okay. We're all at different parts in life. And me, I feel I'm farther in a lot of senses. And that is okay. I need to run away from the circle to really follow my heart. As much as I love to be known as somebody with a heart and a conscience, that life is no longer for me. I think I'm really starting to distance myself now. I don't want to be a hotline anymore. I don't think I do. I want to support people, but it doesn't feel the same anymore. I used to do it out of my heart, out of just being myself, not for the sake of being a good person. It's just who I am. But right now, I'm starting to get really tired. The empathy well is really running dry because I have my own shit going on right now. And I can't save the world until I can save myself. And right now, I'm crying out for a savior, and that person is myself. So, to really acknowledge this and grow is really the next part of my life because I'm going to be an adult soon. Get my own car, university. Oh, and I've been heavily considering dropping this, dropping this as in YouTube. And I've said this before, but last time I said that, it was out of hurt. It was out of hurt. Last time I posted a video about it was Good Night, WFS. Creating on here isn't the same. Every time I come back here, there's always a legacy to uphold. There's always something to uphold in the sense of like, I need to make videos. People will love it, hopefully. Certain people will praise it. Some will give it a round of applause, and that's it. And that's the legacy that Waffle Fry Studios has always had. Criticism, been there. I've accepted it, not cried about it, because criticism is growth. But here, I'm tired of holding a legacy of content that is more than subpar, content that is good, a little bit more than good, hopefully, where I've been praised for my creation, but I want to do something new. And everything I want to create is relating to the past to relieve some tension. But I still have the same fear I did 2 years ago, or a year ago now, I guess. What if I say something that hurts somebody? That is something I always ponder in my head. What if I say something stupid that ends up leaving somebody distressed? Then I realize, how much emotions am I going to suppress for the sake of others? It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to be upset. And most importantly for me, it's okay to be hurt. I really need to figure that out, though. This is the part where I keep one of my headset things off because I don't want to explain this if anybody walks in. Anyways, I'm really glad I got to do this. This is something I really needed because I've been carrying this in my brain. Not even my brain. My spirit, I guess, for a while now. The fact that I outgrew, and not only that, the fact that I may soon, in general, just, it is possible to depart. That's not a bad thing. That is life. Life is change. Growth is change, so never forget that. I used to be so concerned and ask myself, are we still friends? But now I'm like really concerned on like, okay, is the major I'm going into like gonna get me there? Am I going the full 100% here? And yes, psychology is where I want to go. Psychology is amazing. To understand why we do and why we think is something I'm always questioning myself on. Why did this person do that? Why? So, psychology is where I want to go, and I'm confident in saying that right now in this point in time. Don't know, that could be subject to change, but I do like psychology a lot. Uh-oh. I think it just hurt more to say that I kind of did outgrow everything and everybody, because it is the truth. Outgrew the narrative. The other one being the gift and the curse of consciousness, in the sense of like, you know, like I mentioned before, for me this all ties into one thing. To others, these two topics I chose might not make sense, but for me, they go hand in hand. And that is the gift and the curse of consciousness. The consciousness being, for me, the fact that, you know, one day this is like, it is all going to be over. There's no saving face here. It's like one day we're going to croak. Like one day it's lights out, curtains closed, and that's it. That was your life. How did you live it? End credits. There's no going back. And when that day comes, I want to look back and say, shit, I made all these decisions and I'm proud of it. I don't want to say, shit, I suppressed my emotions, I did this for another person and it made me very unhappy, because I'm tired of doing that, like right now. I like to really put this out there that I'm tired of, like, in the sense of really suppressing how I feel. Some may say it's unjustified, or some may say I am like expecting a lot. But all I ever want is all I ever need, is how I feel about it. And I am very proud of how far I came as a person. I'm no longer that kid anymore. Fuck, I'm getting older, man. Oh. Sorry, somebody messaged me. 1 second. It's crazy. All I'm going to say about the whole helping thing. What the hell? Sorry. Okay, it's just a message from the group chat. But for real, what was I going to say? Fuck. Anyways, the fact that I know it's going to be over one day is one of the most comforting but also distressing things. Oh, wait. 2 life jams, it's over. Oh, wait, it's not over. Oh my god, prediction. Holy shit. I didn't mean to use 2 life gems. For real. As dark as that might sound, some might be like, I'm pretty upset with what I said. Not like what I said, but it's also coming from my like a psychologist perspective, an amateur being. I like psychology. It's fun. I love it, but I'm not a professional. I would like to mention. In that sense, I understand a lot now myself, just being in that class, making me think, okay, so this is why we do. This is why they act like this. And it's like one of the best things I felt like I've ever done in the sense of my own growth is just taking a class that I love, but also something that I can take away from because it's like shit. Psychology and its philosophy of it, of the way my professor teaches it, and the small bit of philosophy that's incorporated is really, really nice. It works hand in hand. I like that it makes you think. It's really cool. Oh, am I dead? Oh, I'm just dead, I guess. No juice. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh shit, it's so over, bro. I gotta use combo mule. Fuck, what was I saying? But yeah, man, I don't know. Melon smoothie. No, wait! No! I was about to win. How lame. Well, now I gotta do that whole thing again. That was lame. First game over in a while, I think. I don't remember this playthrough specifically. Anyways. Well, yeah, I've been thinking about the ending. Here's the thing. The reason I always mention ending this thing is because I want closure. Not only for myself, but also maybe others if they needed it. If I was to end this. Because this is like, you know, this has been a big thing in my life for like, God, wait, hold on. Let me check my YouTube. YouTube has been a big thing in my life, and just being a creator. 3. Wait a minute. 3. For like 9 years. Holy shit. Wait, 6, 7. No, 8 years. It's about to go 9 years of just being here on YouTube. Keep in mind, when I started, I did delete a lot of videos, like when I got serious. But I used to make videos in 2017, and I just deleted a bunch of them because I was a kid, bro. Cringe. PU. But the fact that that's almost been like 8 years, that's insane. I am already ready. Like, I'm ready for it to be content. I'm content with just walking away because, well, this was something I did for myself, and then I did it for everybody else. And it's like, now that shit's over. Once again, I'm not doing this. I'm not really doing this for anyone else. Behind the streams have been the most present video because it's also the easiest to produce. Meaning, I don't have to rely on anyone. I just play games with my friends, and then I clip it, and then if I feel like it, I edit. Compared to when I made Siege videos, everybody in the old group chat used to be like, "Oh shit, when's that coming out?" Excited, and then everybody, all that. Everybody loved it. Everybody in that group chat loved it. But now it's like, nah, hey, this is for me. Behind the streams, being the easiest to produce. And I mean, I'm not content with it. I wish I can do way more, but I can't. I really can't do. Oh my god, Aubrey. I really can't do way more, so I don't really got a choice. And under that condition, I don't really want to just do clip dumps. I used to, like when I first started. Like if this was like me just starting YouTube, yeah, I would I would. Like, I mean, I used to, when I started, it was a clip dump. I think I still have a couple of it still up, actually, on my first videos. And one of them was a clip dump of Battlefield 1. And I used to play Battlefield 1 by myself. Like, that was the most enjoyable experience I've had making videos, like, back then. Probably was one of the first, because back then there was no standard. I just started creating for the sake of creation, and it's like, shit, that was awesome. I loved it. That was honestly one of my peaks. Everybody can say the peak of my videos might have been the Roblox videos or the Siege videos. In creation and like every small little touch, yes, the Siege and the Roblox videos were everything I could have wanted it to be and more. I am proud and that I like creating both of those series, Siege Season 1 and the company tape videos. Although, albeit, I do want to admit, both of those series I never really did for myself. I did put a lot of care in it and a lot of love, but I also did those two series for two people. Roblox being mainly for Liam, and then the Siege videos being mainly for Connor. He was very enthusiastic. I can tell he loved them. So I did that for Connor, the Siege videos. I remember a Morty stream back in the day, Liam said he really liked Roblox videos and how it helped him. I was like, shit, man. Shit, I want to do more of that. Dude, that's really cool. One of my closest friends is coming out of his shell, doing a bunch of shit. That's really awesome. So, you know, for that to happen was a major victory. Not for me. It was for one of my closest friends. A major victory in the sense of my friend's growing a lot, and I want to support that. Company tapes videos was one of the peak, but the Battlefield one, I can confidently say, back in the day was for me, like, actually, for me, and it was like, I was pretty happy with it. I was very happy with it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was very happy in saying, oh, yeah, I made that, and like, I don't know. Keep in mind, I'm not dissing anything when I say this. Like, there's no ill will. I mean, like, I love the videos that I make today, but now it has a premise of like, okay, I gotta add a little bit of their humor into the video. And in that, at least, you know, it'd make that funny for them, and they'd like that. I know they'll laugh at that type shit. Whereas back in the day, I was like, shit, I'm gonna make a bunch of references and do a bunch of this. And I think when I did that, that's what people liked. They liked me, but I think I just adapted to the way people did like it. In the older videos was more me. Newer videos, modern day, was like, okay, friend liked this joke. I add more of that. Now it's, I don't know. It's kind of the same, but it's like still more friends. And I think that's why I do want to end this with a crescendo, though. Not going to just say, I'm leaving, bye. No, I'm going to be like, I'm going to do what I always do. I hope to make a finale someday. A finale of everything that has got me to this point of 8 years. Or simply just rather silly little clips of me and Landon, or maybe streaming Dead by Daylight till like 4 a.m. with my first friend group online. Or maybe it's GTA clips. Like, dude, everything that built up to this moment, you know, it's like, it's insane. And I'm so grateful I had this journey, but it's also like, I'm older now, I'm growing older now, and it's like, there's nothing really left for me to like, that I want to keep going on Waffle Fry Studio specifically, in video creation and probably streaming too, for a while that I've been thinking about this, like actually for a good while. I've been thinking, I don't want this anymore. I want to do what I want to do. There is another channel. I'm not going to say the name for my own privacy until I think, or maybe if it will ever get out, we'll never know. But I did make another channel, and I've been making shit on there for a little bit. I haven't posted anything yet, but I've been slowly working behind the scenes on something that I want to do generally. Some of it might not be in some's best interest. It relates to the past and it relates to things that I've always wanted to talk to, but I've held back for the sake of others' well being, um, in a sense of uncomfortable or might hurt them. Now it's like I'm just letting it out because keep in mind, I would like to mention, although it is admirable that I do this for others, to not mention an iffy topic, but also keep in mind, me wanting to talk about it is to want to release stress and release pain. So keeping it in it only helps them. It doesn't really help me. But I've been making videos on another channel. Just haven't posted anything. More of it's more cinematography, short film type stuff. Right now, more life stuff because I'm getting an like unquenchable drive to hang out with my friends or associates more in real life, no screen. That's it. I'm older now, and it's like that's my biggest thing. I mean, like, shit. I like hanging out IRL. Sitting here in the party is cool and all for a bit. I guess there's nights where I can go for hours, like 6 hours, hanging out with friends, laughing our asses off. Some of my best memories was just sitting here in my room on the party, laughing at obscure references or stupid jokes we all made. My living's like 13 years of having a social life online, even though you may know those people IRL. It's only human to crave physical, like, like being there physically with somebody instead of just being stuck here and limited to a call. Every joke or something like that would be way more funnier if we guys saw each other's face, how we all laughed, the connection we would feel in that. Hell, I do a lot of hand movements. I have a lot of weird mannerisms I do when I talk that I find very comical and that sometimes somebody might have find comical. IRL, it would have been jokes would have landed way more funnier. Jokes would have went way more better if it was IRL. I crave social interaction beyond the screen. I crave creating for the sake of creation instead of saying, "Hey, I'm doing this because like I know they like it." No, I'm like regardless of how I might feel or anyone might feel within reason, not like I'm going to go full blown like hatred or like, discrimination, dude. I don't know. That is far. That is way too much. I'm talking like no, not Humphrey. Not Humphrey. I wanted to save. No, okay, I guess I'm stuck here. I was actually gonna end this here, but I can't save because fuck Humphrey, I guess. So whatever. But anyways, I'm just outgrowing the narrative, and that I feel is only human. Okay, let's see. We're gonna use anger here, and Humphrey wants to be sad, so we're gonna do defense. I hate Humphrey. Yeah, this is like no, just in general, this area sucks. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like. And I hope my friends feel the same about me. Like, I hope they feel the same way I do about them. I hope I mean this in a nice way. Like, I mean this in the positive way, not like in a bad, iffy way you may perceive it. I hope my friends outgrow me. Like, I do. Because where I'm at, where I feel like I'm the most grown now academically or mentally in some senses, I just want them to be okay. I just want them to be successful. I want them to find something that they adore, that they love, that they can reach out for, really just fucking get a grasp of it and go for it. in that sense. For me, know I don't know where I'm going, but I know I have some ideas that's keeping me grounded. Normally, I would guide everybody. Like I would guide everyone and say, "Okay, why did you try this? Maybe I can help you with this." But now, I'm old enough to say I can't. Like I physically can't help everybody with everything. It's something many would have to learn themselves before anything can really happen. So, you know, that's something I would like to offer and put on the table and just say that. Once again, in the age of I can't help everybody, can barely help myself right now. Money is going to soon be a problem for living. Not a big one, but it's going to add something new to my plate, and every small thing can lead to a big thing. You know, a small amount of stress can be, inevitably lead up to a big amount of stress. So yeah, I mean, right now in this point in time, the person that supports can't support because like shit, I can't support everyone unless I can support myself. 69. Oh. Oh. Crit. Oh wait, why didn't I heal Kel? Anyways. Don't eat. Okay, I thought he was gonna do the eat thing. Forgot we're not in that phase. On another note, today is pretty good. I mean, I got a pretty good day, I would say. Like I went out and then like I was going to ask my grandpa to take me out to go check the mail out in town so I can get one of my packages, which was a hat. I have it. It was a Mac Miller hat. I Love Life, Thank You. Pretty good album, I'd say. It's a mixtape, technically. Damn, 166? Damn, bro. It's over. Oh, life over. Lost focus, bro. Shit. No, that's so annoying. Now I don't have this Amori stay. I gotta baby him now. Wait, why don't I just make this guy sad? For real. But got a hat, Mac Miller hat. Then I got this new shirt I'm wearing, which is the Knife Kid shirt. Has Amori, Frisk from Undertale, and I don't know the other one. But it's 3 indie game RPG, like legends apparently, is said on the package. The Knife Kids. That's really cool. So I got it. I pre-ordered actually. This is for Undertale's 10-year anniversary, which is insane. 10 years? But anyways, so I got that. That's really cool. Smile. Pretty happy with it. And then the other thing I got was the Chromacopia vinyl, which I've been waiting a full year. Like I've been counting down the days until I can get the Chromacopia vinyl. That like the record itself, like I love it. Best album I've listened to, and it's mattered one of the most. Mr. Morale and Chromacopia rival each other for one of my best albums that I've listened to and like absolutely adore. Mr. Morale being the big step I need to really, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, being the big step that I needed to finally choose myself regardless of anything. No ill will. And Chromacopia being about finding myself. Two different things entirely. They sound very close, but in my opinion, they're very, very different. Finding yourself and choosing yourself are two different things for me. I found myself. I know I have a good idea on who I am, but also please don't kill us. But I also now have an idea on where I want to go and who I want to be. Chromacopia helped me find my way home, which is a huge line that I use a lot, which is I hope you find your way home. Chromacopia did that for me. Mr. Morale has encouraged me to go through therapy, even when it got hard and shit like that. I got through my therapy. Going back very soon. And yeah, that's the big one. Mr. Morale, Big Steppers, Chromacopia, and I finally have Chromacopia. I had Mr. Morale for the longest time. Like, it was the first Kendrick album I bought. Oh, that's lame. I forgot how much damage that does. Please heal. Okay. Okay, I gotta heal Amori. For a second there, I forgot I'm not playing Boss Rush. Last time I played this, I was playing Boss Rush. And of course, he had Basil. I'm so used to like actually fighting Humphrey with Basil now. It's weird, even though I've done it once. Actually, no, I did it multiple times because I had to reset. I lost on Humphrey a ton. But yeah, fucking Humphrey, bro. Fucking piece of shit. I fucking hate this whale, bro. Like, lose, have to do it all again, then I would have to be praying on my knees to Allah himself, bro, and say, fucking just say, please, RNG gods, like, make sure I heal Amori more than Basil, because if Basil, like, fucking croaks, that's okay. But if Amori dies, then I have to start the entire boss rush again. So that is, like, really annoying. I do not, like, I am confident saying that Humphrey is my least favorite Amori, fucking character. Least fucking favorite Amori place in the entire game. Oh wait, release energy. And I don't think that will ever change. As much as I adore Amori now as an amateur psychologist playing a psychological horror game RPG, I hate Humphrey with a burning passion. Like, actually, and I wouldn't say hate. Usually I'd say dislike or mildly dislike, but no, it's going there. I really hate Humphrey, bro. Humphrey is my ick. The other big ick I have of Amori is like sometimes the fandom, because it's like the stare jokes gets tiring after a while. I don't sound like a wah wah, bro, but it's like everybody's like, haha, Mari stares, but it's like, no shit. People joke about it, but it's like it also, I feel it takes away from the heart of Amori, and I don't like that because it's like I don't want to be like a Karen, like I don't, but it's also like, if Amori didn't have Mari's death, which was stairs, it would just be a normal story, happy ending. But Amori was so good because of the loss of Mari and how it affected everybody, the characters, sometimes even the player. Um, Everybody jokes about it, but it's like, bro, I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm guilty of joking at it from time to time, but it gets tiring because it's like they use the main plot point that makes the game have the heart that it does. Really, just kind of, I don't know, more of a joke, and that annoys me in a lot of ways. Once again, my what the kids call an ick is very annoying in some senses when it's like the only thing people joke about and know Amori for is like fuck the stairs joke. But it's like for me Amori is way more than that. It's always been way more. It's like example for me, another example that I would use is like when people associate Kendrick with the mustard guy, because he does scream mustard in TV off, but that's all everybody knows him for, which is pretty pissy. It is annoying that people like Kendrick has so many good songs, like my favorite being Fear off of Damn. And he has so much beautiful lyricism with it, like just his music. And people only know him because he shouted mustard, the name of his like DJ friend, in a fucking song, which is annoying because it's like I actually really like his music. I really like Kendrick's music, but all people want to know him as is Mustard Guy. But it's like for me, no, he's more than that. He has the heart. He's like all this shit. So, I cannot fathom that shit, bro. It's like Kendrick has the heart. He does. It's just you gotta look. You gotta kind of dig for it, though. That's how I feel about it. So does Amori. A lot of people joke about this game. I don't. I don't. I can't. Oh wait, I was supposed to do snack time. Kel's dead. Oh, it's over. Alright. Heal Kel. I ordered some books recently. Totally irrelevant. I got into beekeeping recently. But bro, I've been trying to get back into reading. Before, okay, this is like when I say this, I don't like any of the fucking like, "aw, you poor thing" type shit. No sympathy, bro. This is just a fact. I don't seek anything when I say this. This is just the genuine truth. Growing up, like, bro, after these two guys, Jacob and Messiah, kind of departed from me, I didn't really have friends because it's like most of my life, I'd say. I mean, not saying I didn't have friends, but I didn't hang out with anybody. I guess I should say that because the person I always had low key was unironically was like Liam and Noah until like grade 8. But Liam and me go way back. Oh, did I beat Humphrey? Oh, fuck this guy. Yeah, bro. I thought this would have taken forever. Fuck Humphrey. But yeah, because Andre moved away. He was one of my closest friends. You know, because I grew up like literally when I lived at the duplex down the street from him. So oh wait, no, it's not over. So did I with Liam in the future. But I'm talking like after Andre moved away, then it was Jacob, then Messiah. Then those two left. Messiah got girl crazy. Jacob just physically moved away. Um, I don't know what. I don't remember why me and Liam grew a little distant at some point in time. It was like we had our own group and our own thing. And inevitably COVID came, and then I remember that's when I met Tynan. And well, actually, I met Tynan in middle school too, but we weren't like formally friends. We were just like mutual. And then me and Tynan became really good friends during COVID. And yeah, that shit was cool. We became really good friends because we didn't really have much options. It was like Lena Ann is like my sister. Um, there's another guy named Roger. He biggest op. He is my op. Um, and there's Michelle, another gal named Michelle. Me personally, Michelle wasn't really. She was a mutual friend. I tried to become friends with her, but we did not connect. Like on a real note, I didn't want to force anything. We were very different. So the really only other person I had was Tynan, and I'm so glad because Tynan. Oh, I'd like to mention the only reason I mentioned like 4 or 5 people's names is because that's it. Like that was it. Everybody else, like, well, actually, when I say everybody else, the only person left besides that would have been Liam because this was even before Silas. So before all of this, like all the other people, Liam, um, a lot of people didn't go to school because of COVID isolation. They didn't, it was unsafe. Um, I had an option to stay home, but I didn't because it was like I didn't want to be stuck in here in my room, dude. So eventually, Tynan became like really close friend because we really bonded over COVID. There was another guy named Sam. That's why I said 5 people, but we don't really talk about Sam because he did well. He did some things wrong, but he's also really not that interesting and not that really much of a key point. Like maybe in the director's cut, he had an important role in life. Like mine was like no, he was just a huge PP, like a PP head, bro. Oh, that's scary. Oh, like Jesus Christ. He was like a huge PP head. It kind of stinks. He broke my shit, didn't apologize, and said that's what we should have expected from the friendship. And it's like, bro, something. So yeah, I didn't really have much back then. Tynan, after that, Liam came back, and then this is actually the perfect part for me to talk about this because for any of you who may have been here back in the day when I started streaming Amori, when I really got my audience, I want to say, was this part of the stream. Deep well. Normally, I would end it here because I wish a lot of other people were here. Because to be honest, I'm gonna like kill my ego and pride here and say I wish Skilly and Minx were here to see this part. Because last year, yes, 1 year ago now, I believe, this is where I first Silas. Holy shit, it's Silas, bro. What's up, man? But yeah, I wish this is like the part of the game where I really got into it, where I let everything go and really talked about it for the first time in my life. My first big growth moment. I ain't doing anything. I was after the stream. We can probably game if you want. I mean, I was thinking of getting on and playing with someone. I just wanted to stream for a bit, but I'm gonna end after this segment here. If you want to play, I'm down to. This segment here, though, was when I lore dumped some crazy shit, and I've been told that segment and this segment of the game, for me and for my in quotes fan base, was the most deep and connecting part that really kept people around. That really kept them around my channel to really see the heart in Waffle Fry Studios being the host. Beyond the videos, beyond the silliness of everything, from an outsider's perspective, if you never knew me, if we've never met IRL, the way you would have saw our videos was just me goofing off with friends. Alright, bet, I'll do that. But the Omori streams was always where the heart was at. Beyond the mental health videos. Alright, sounds good. Can I have a bite? No, I'm kidding. The Omori streams were always where the heart was at. Because these quotes from this game right here, in this point in time, was always something I resonated with deeply, where not even myself acknowledged it until now. I didn't even know I resonated with this. And I played this game 3 times until my second playthrough that I was willing to really say, I feel this. To really say, this is how I feel. It was very scary. It was very uplifting, and it was very nice. It was beautiful. You have come again to seek the truth. Each time your adventure may disparate, bro. But as your journey nears its end, it will all lead you back here. The truth. The truth is always the same. Shit, man, actually, I'm going to start this on another day. Normally, I would never cut it off here because that part of Deep Well is very important lore-wise for not only Omori, but also myself. And right now, I usually never do this. I usually stream for myself, but I hope next stream, if folks want to come around, they will. Because I'm going to have that whole speech again. But this time, it's going to be different. It's not going to be about going through the pain. It's going to be about growing. To anybody that's watching this right now that may be watching the stream as just a little thing to do and they made it to the end, I applaud you. If you know me and we're close, I'm sorry if anything I've said has been disheartening. But as I grow older, I realize the truth can sometimes hurt. And the truth is something I ran away from for 5 years. Those 5 years were the worst years of my life. Not opening up was the worst mistake I've ever made in my life. In an act of not only self-preservation, but also self-healing, I'm going to open up, even about the things that I don't want to. I don't want to, but I'm ready to go through it and grow through it. That has been my lesson for today. That has been the topic of today. Never forget the gift of consciousness. It is also a curse, but it is also a gift. And it is okay to outgrow the narrative. Nobody knows where they're going in life, but you do not have to set your pace for another. You set your own pace. Don't shrink down to someone else. Don't grow up to someone else just because they want you to or you think they'll like you more. It is okay to outgrow the narrative. Write your own story. That is it. That's all I had to say. Thank you for everyone that stopped by. And for anybody watching this, thank you once again for listening through this whole thing. Because this is more than just a stream and a safe place for many others. This is like a live performance of a journal writing. This is my deepest thoughts that I never really get to communicate. So, that's pretty cool. But really, in another sense, Omori will always be one of my favorite RPG games. One of my favorite video games of all time. If not the top. Regardless if I don't talk about it much, this game has imposed psychological questions on me that I never asked before until I started playing Omori. But like I said, there is a certain gift and a certain curse to consciousness. It is something in your life that you will have to accept. One day this will all be over and that is okay. It's about how you live that matters. For me, it's not how I die, it's how I live. A life isn't a life till you live it. And it is okay, once again, to outgrow the narrative. Don't grow, don't shrink to a certain size just because others want you to. Don't grow, don't shrink to another size because you think they'll like you more or it will preserve them more. It is okay to outgrow the narrative. Write your own story. It's crazy that you just got here, Marcel, but I was just ending the stream. Because this part of the game is one of the deepest, most revealing parts of my entire streaming and YouTube thing I've ever done. And I was hoping next stream when I do this, maybe others would want to be here. Because 1 year ago when I talked about this at this part of the game, nobody was expecting for me to really let my heart out. And it really revealed a lot about myself. 1 year later, I come back to this part of the game, this part of the story. And now I have so many new perspectives on life. But I also still need to learn from the past, no matter how much it still hurts me. That's the big one. I am going to go play some video games with my good pal Silas. I can invite you to party too, Marcel. Once again, to anybody that may watch this over to the very end, you madman, I appreciate that. I hope anything I've said hasn't left you with any disheartening, ill will or hurt. Because once again, the truth will hurt sometimes. But the way I see it, a certain type of pain is a certain type of growth. And for me, myself, and I realize at this point in time, I outgrew the narrative. I've changed, I've adapted, I've grown so much that everybody else around me university's not easy. It'll never be easy. I ain't a pro. But I'm putting one foot in front of another. And I'm slowly on my way to my future. Everybody has a place to go. But some people start walking later. That's it. See you guys on the next one.